So, you know what I always hate about intro videos on YouTube? They're always really boring. Yeah, we're gonna try to make this video a bit different. I will say though, however, there are a few things that you're gonna need to know before we jump into this video. Number one, you're watching Trail62. Appreciate you tuning in, appreciate you watching. My name is John, I'm a freshman in college marketing major, but most importantly, I'm an American. Period. So what we're gonna be doing in this video is we're getting ready for hunting season, and we're gonna be going to pick up a, well, YouTube doesn't really like the word, so we're just gonna call it a G-U-N, a new one. So later today in a couple hours, we're gonna be meeting up with my cameraman, good friend, and producer of the show, whose also name is John. That guy. So we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be going to Cabela's. We gotta grab a few things, and then we're gonna pick up the new G-U-N. We're gonna call it the boomstick from here on out, the new boomstick. We're gonna pick that up. It's really awesome. I'm super hyped for it. As far as what it is, you're gonna have to wait farther in the video to see exactly what it is, but I'm super excited. So we're gonna pick that up and a few other things from home, go to the range, try them all out, shoot them, get ready for hunting season, talk a little bit more about what we're gonna be doing on this channel, the purpose, the mission, the motto, all that's to come. But first, before we get into all that kind of stuff, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna go pick this thing up and we're gonna see just how much it can do. I'm pretty excited. This is a long time coming. But before we do that, I gotta get to a business law class. So I'll catch you guys in a minute.
12 seconds later.
All right, so I gotta be honest, I feel like I need to issue a bit of a disclaimer here. You saw me come back into the room after my business law class and the lights were still on. Well, to be fair, I didn't actually go to the business law class before I recorded it. I just walked out into the hallway and made it seem like I went to the class, and then I went to the class later. And the reason I'm telling you that is because I didn't leave the lights on that entire time. That would not be environmentally friendly, and I'm all about going green. So, yeah. So thankfully class wasn't too bad. It's my only class on Fridays. It's really not bad at all. But I want to show you something. I want to show you kind of the start that this video is getting out to. So I brought a mic. This is a great, I think it's the Boya. Yeah, it's the Boya mic. It can plug right into the phone because it's got this this piece in here that allows it to be worked right with phones. I thought, you know, we're gonna have this set. The audio is gonna be great. Freaking dongles. It's all right though, because I have a way that I think we can fix that later on in the video. But for now, we're gonna wait for John to get here, and I'll catch you then.
2 hours later.
We're trying to find him. He's here somewhere. I think we're gonna meet by the water tower, but we got all the stuff packed up, ready to go. I'm about as ready to get out of here as you could be. I'm ready to go do some fun stuff. Classes this week weren't too bad, but it's time to go. So let me see if I can find this kid, and we're gonna grab some food and we're gonna get out of here. Park right there, about the green mini there. That one. Yeah?
Yeah. My phone was at 79 when I left Hack. It's 34 right now.
Oh, bro. Good look.
The music.
Well, we can use mine for music on the way back.
I don't have
How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Jonathan Yuckley. I'm the cameraman for Trail62. Yeah, you won't really be seeing a whole lot of me, but maybe a few other videos you might.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Gotcha.
So,
Sway Chelsea's not bad either, but those are pretty sick. He'd be flexing.
I can't, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to disturb them.
Right.
So, but that's gonna look great.
So John's actually never been to Cabela's before. I've only been a few times myself. I'm kind of a Bass Pro person. That's just because of where I live. But we got to pick up some stuff for today for the range. We're not going to show you exactly what that is because I want it to be a surprise when we get there, like we said. But we're going to kind of show him around, see what he thinks of it, look at some stuff, and we'll take you guys along for that process. Excited?
Dude, I'm super hyped. Let's do this. So what are these?
Those in the gun, the main weapon for Russia in World War II. There's like 17 million of them made, so there's a lot to go around. They're not that expensive. So use them as a hunting rifle, and that's kind of why I want to get it. Target shooting because the ammo's cheap, and also for hunting because it can easily take down a deer in the round. They're so sick. They're so sick. Like, look at them. The history behind these weapons is incredible. These ones are really sick too. This is the K1931 Swiss-made firearm. First firearm to ever function with a straight pull bolt. I love these too. See, for me, I'm into the old stuff, old school all the way, and these are absolutely sick. And also, they're like a dime a dozen too, because there were so many made. You got a wall of Mosins on the back side and a wall of the 31s on the front side. I'm in heaven. You see, I want to know where those are, because I have yet to ever see a deer like that. So I would call that a mission success. We picked up what we needed. That ammo's really expensive. Like, I'm not trying to complain, but like compared to some other ammo that I've purchased before, this stuff's expensive. But I knew that buying this rifle. It's a boomstick. And that's what we're gonna go pick up now. I actually haven't seen it yet because the gun shop I boomstick bought it through didn't have it in stock, but they were able to get me a great deal from the factory. So you guys are seeing it for the first time, and I'm seeing it for the first time. So I'm hoping it's good. I'm a little nervous. I'm hoping it's in the shop. They said it should be. We're just kind of play it by ear and see what happens. But I've been waiting a while for this rifle. John, it's a boomstick. So like, everything I've seen's been great. All the reviews I've read have been great. Everything's been good. So now we just got to get it to the range and shoot it and kind of see what it goes from there. Because I mean, this ammo, I mean, it's a little pricey. Like, we're not gonna be doing a whole lot of shooting. We're gonna be doing enough to sight it in and enjoy it, and then that's gonna be kind of it. But we'll be shooting other stuff too, so it's gonna be a fun thing. Honestly, we'll let you know when we get to the gun shop. I'm out. I'm done. Finished. Done. But other than that, we're gonna kind of keep it right to the range so the actual interesting part of this video starts happening. Sound good with you?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Cool. All right, so we're here at 717 Armory. It's an awesome indoor range near us. And it is absolutely sweet and beautiful. I'm still gonna not tell you what it is. I realize I haven't really been saying boomstick, so I think that part's gonna kind of like, it'll be our little secret. But like, point is, we're gonna go in there. We're gonna kind of get acquainted with some of the other boomsticks that we brought. And when we go to shoot the new one for the first time, we're gonna turn on the camera, we're gonna show you what's up, and then we'll go through the rest of them so you can kind of get an idea of the arsenal of boomsticks that we're gonna be using during these hunting seasons here in the next couple months. I'm pretty excited. We've been waiting the week to do it.
Oh yeah, all week.
Exactly. I put the boomstick on layaway like a good month ago, so I'm ready to get in there. And let's stop talking to the camera and get to work. So we got the model 1895 Cowboy from Marlin. 4570. Biggest thing I've ever shot is a 30-30. So we're gonna get the first shot on camera. That way, if I start crying, it'll go viral and we can document it. This is a big round, but it's a big and beautiful gun. Nice octagonal barrel, 26 inches. Here's that. That is something else. So as I said, guys, we're back here at 717 Armory today. We are actually on the 50-yard range. As you saw yesterday, it was a little hard to get any decent quality video just because the 25-yard range was so full. There were so many people in there. It was kind of hard to talk about things. So to kind of go over it again, we are shooting the Marlin model 1895 4570 Government. This is their cowboy model. It's a 26-inch barrel. It's octagon. You can take a look at it. It's an absolutely beautiful rifle. It's my first rifle that I bought myself that actually is in my name and belongs to me. I took about 6 shots with it yesterday, and so far I could not be happier with it. We are going to do a little bit more of an in-depth, my thoughts, my first impressions on this rifle tomorrow. We're going to sit down and record that video, so you'll get a little more thoughts off the range. But we just want to talk about it a little bit. Again, this is not a JM model Marlin. This is the Freedom Group, made in 2019, as modern as it gets. I know there's been a lot of talk about, you know, their quality and stuff recently. And I watched some reviews of these rifles from about 2 years ago, and I would say that the quality has significantly improved. Down here on the table, you can see we have a 1970s JM Marlin 336 3030. This is my dad's rifle, and he loves this rifle, and it's shot well for us and been nothing but incredible. And so we're going to kind of shoot both a little bit today and kind of compare them just a slight bit. We're mainly going to focus on the 4570, but I will say that I do think out of the box initial impressions definitely needs to be broken in a little bit. However, the difference between the Freedom Group Marlin and the 4570 Marlin is really not that bad, or I should say the Freedom Group Marlin, that is. So we're going to take a couple shots that we're going to try and get it sighted in. Well, we start at 35 yards. We're going to push it to 50 then at the end, because as you know, this will be our hunting rifle this season, along with a little bit of the Marlin 336 3030. So let's get started. We're shooting 300 grain Federal today. I know a lot of times it's the 405, it's the General. These are the ones I picked up. Mainly because of the price. If anyone who has shot 4570 before, you'll know that it is not exactly a cheap round. So we're going to go ahead and load this up with all 9. We're not going to shoot them all right away, but the weight difference is definitely noticeable with 9, and I want to see the recoil difference when we add that extra weight. I was loading it up a lot last night. I put about 26 rounds through it as far as just feeding and ejecting. The one thing I noticed mainly is you got to make sure that the lever clicks all the way down. I'll find that it will feed and eject the round, but not bring the next one up from the magazine tube up into the actual chamber unless you really crank down on that lever. Not sure really why that's happening. We'll see if that happens here today, and we can kind of address that there then afterwards. So we're gonna get these earphones on and start shooting. Okay. 35 yards, Marlin, 1895, 4570, 300 grain slugs, throwing them down range. Sweet. Gun safe. First thing I did notice is that the feeding problem did not happen all that time, but again, I think it's just really cranking on that lever. You can't be sweet with it. You just kind of have to move it and start breaking it in. Overall, it shoots nice. I mean, that'll be the 9th shot I took with it so far. The kick isn't that bad. It really isn't. It's something that I may choose to put a sight limb saver on someday, but ultimately, I think it is something that most people can handle. Alright guys, so let me kind of give you a bit of a rundown as far as what's going on. I know the end of this video has been a little bit all over the place, and I'm sitting here editing it, and I'm like, I better kind of explain what's happening. Obviously, we were shooting at a public range. That obviously leads to a lot of people coming into the range. And the first day was ridiculous. We didn't bother trying to get really any commentary done and you heard it was just going the entire time. And the second day, right after we started shooting, and I kind of gave that little bit of rundown of what we were doing, a big group of people came into the 50-yard range there, and we decided that, okay, we'll keep shooting, we're going to keep sighting it in, but we're going to kind of call it as far as the video is concerned there at the range. So overall, we're going to be posting plenty of more videos on that boomstick, and I like it. It's really, really good. It's definitely something I would recommend. If you've watched the video this far through, I got to really thank you. This is obviously an introduction video to a channel, and I was really hoping it wouldn't be too boring, and that's what I was really striving for to do. And if you've given me enough of your time and trusted me enough on my first video, on our first video here at Trail62, to give it your entire time and watch it all the way through, I really appreciate it. And please feel free to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. See, I'm not letting you get off too easy. But I honestly do appreciate it, and if you did enjoy what you found or saw here, and if you find some value in it, please feel free to stick around, and we'd love to have you and to continue to show our videos and kind of views on things and all that kind of stuff. There's a big mission behind why we're doing this, and if you're still here, I want to mention it really quick. And if you've gone off by this point, then I will say, like, it'll be mentioned far more in a later video. But I'm doing this for a friend of mine who is very much so into the outdoors, very into America, very into shooting, fishing, hunting, bikes, all this kind of stuff. And unfortunately, he passed away in a motorcycle accident in this last year. And Trail62, and I'm saying it right now from this first video, is completely dedicated to him. His name was Harrison, and he's big in our high school football team, and his number was 62. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. We're doing it to honor his memory and to show that there's so much to enjoy about being an American, and that has nothing to do with anything political. That's the last thing I ever want this channel to turn into. It just shows that we, have an incredible country here despite what might be going on, and all it really requires is to be nice to people and to respect people and to do what makes you happy, and as long as it doesn't infringe on other people. And I think that's what my buddy Harrison taught me more than anything else, was that do what makes you happy and don't infringe on other people. And I think that's what I want to show in this channel, is doing things that make us happy, doing things that made him happy, and to continue his memory, because it was one hell of a good one. So to continue his memory as far as we can. And if that's something that you'd like to get behind, then please join up and help keep that memory going. Overall, I'll explain more of that in later videos, and the story will definitely come forward a little bit farther. But that's why we're doing what we're doing. We're here to show that we have a right to enjoy ourselves, right to respect others, and we live in this pretty awesome country despite what may be going on politically. But there's so much here that we can enjoy, and for me, that's the outdoors. And I think as much as we are hunting and shooting and fishing, all this kind of stuff, ultimately it is respect. Respect for the outdoors, respect for the environment, respect for animals, respect for the people that live in this fine country of ours, and respect for everybody, and even respect for views that may oppose our own. We are not a closed-off channel by any sense. We want to hear what you think, and I'm very curious to hear your feedback. But respect. Because if there was anything that Harrison was, it was respectful to everybody, no matter who they were. And that's the message that I want to keep going here through this channel. That's the message we want to keep showing to the world, to help keep his memory going. So overall, I want to thank you for watching. I know this is kind of a big, whoa moment at the end of the video, but I felt that I needed to state it from the very beginning. Overall, the new boomstick is awesome. I'm going to show you in later videos. And with that, respect people, love life, and eat cornbread. We'll see you in the next one.